Welcome back to another episode of To no Yugure. So in the previous one, we found out basically the entire history behind the AI war and Tuasa and like what happened there. All of those things, apart from what happened to Tuasa after the entire debacle that we saw in the flashback, right? But we found out basically Tuasa did a bit of an oopsie, right? She wasn't able to have kids and stuff like that, and that's why she kind of like pushed for the entire AI implementation and like putting AI into people, or kind of like bioengineering people with like this AI and stuff like that, so they basically get a screen in front of their eyes. And then she realized that there's no way to actually remove it if anything goes wrong from the people. Now, once it's in a person, that's that. So if someone manages to hack the system or something along those lines, they're like, humanity is doomed basically. And the problem was, once about like 90% of the population had that inside of them, someone managed to hack it, and yeah, that kind of spelled like a GG. And I think it was like 77 billion people ended up dying or something along those lines because of it. Yeah, because there were like riots, we were being hacked and controlled by outside sources. So anyways, it was a mess. It was an absolute mess, but eventually Tuasa was able to fight against the entire thing, right, by making those other AIs, what were they called? Basically, the sisters that is what Yugure is part of, right, and Yoyami and the others. So yeah, she made those, and now let's see where the story is gonna go in its final stretches. So if you wanna watch this, uncut and unblurred is always on my page in the description, and let's go into To no Yugure, episode 11.
アモル君はアキラ君がアンドロイドだと知っていたんだね。アキラが夕暮れをかばって撃たれた時に聞いた。なるほど。
That makes sense.
ねえ夕暮れ、私たちどこに向かってるの？アキラの電脳に直接つないで呼びかけます。一度つなげたら私は数日、もしかしたら数ヶ月は目を覚まさないかもしれません。そんなに？辺りにジャミングをかけたわ。白母。
Oh.
これでこの一帯は誰の目にも見えないし、センサーにも引っかからない。ついでにスリープ中のボディに接触できないようレーザータレットを設置してあげる。何が狙いです？お姉ちゃん失格は嫌だから。二人を止めるべきだった。ごめんね。そんなのあなたの責任では。いえ、でも正直助かります。お願いできますか？ええ。ねえ白母、何？二人はどれくらいで目覚めるかな？わからないわね。数日かもしれないし、ひょっとしたら年単位かも。ね。
We saw, oh yeah, that's right, we did see a bit of a time jump at the end of the previous episode. That's cool. This is a cool time lapse here. This was the hairstyle that we saw at the end of the previous episode, so I'm guessing they're gonna be waking up soon. Mmm. Don't cry, she said. Oh, Hakuba. She's drunk. Damn, Amoru's gonna feel left out again. That is true. 7 years and 170 days. Damn. ポルティング。Oh no.
私も一緒だった。そう思ってた。でも、一緒じゃなかったんだ。
Man, I would feel bad if she would spend... I would feel really bad if she spent like her entire life basically trying to be included as a third wheel. Man, I feel like someone should like give her a hard ejection so that she can move on, because this is really sad. I kind of don't want her to just spend her entire life just third wheeling like this. Hmm. Yeah. What are you gonna say, Akira? Come on. No. Finish it. Finish it now. If you don't finish your sentence now, it's gonna drag on. Oh, I feel bad for Amoru. Because she's just dragging on the inevitable. As long as, like, Akira doesn't put a stop to it.
してましたしね。つもりだったの。どうしますアキラ。行こう。姫神アキラに会わないと俺は先に進めない。ご一緒します。
Aha.
あ、頼む。大魔技家見たらきっとびっくりするわよ。いや、まだあるってだけでびっくりだね。え、私井戸の蓋閉め忘れてたかも。泣いてもいいんだよ。よくらと。ああ、わかるよ。バカみたいだよね。私、期待してたんだ。二人が目を覚ましたら、また前と同じように笑って、旅ができるんだって。でも、アキラも夕暮れも、眠りにつく前と全然違う。わからないの。私が二人とは違うから。私だけ大人になったから。だから、アキラの言う俺たちの中に入れないの。私が、人間だから。二人と同じ存在になりたい。
That's ominous.
僕なら、君の
Oh no, no, don't do that. Oh no, 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 no. That sounds ominous. But I guess I suppose it again. That is kind of interesting though. But obviously they've just gotten closer. Like the reason why I feel like she's feeling this way is because obviously she has feelings towards them, and when she's talking about I wanted to go back to the way that we were before, is before these two weren't so far removed from Amoru. Even though Akira did state a few times that he obviously loves Yugure or Toa, as opposed to Amoru. But now that they're this close, Akira and Yugure, that they're this close, for Amoru, it's gonna feel like they're more distant from her, even though I don't think they are. I think platonically, they're just as good as friends with her as they were before, right? I think it's just because they got so much closer to one another that Toa or Amoru feels so much more far removed from them than she did before. But when it comes to like going on a journey and like laughing together and stuff like that, you can do that as friends as well. But yeah, Amoru's feelings won't allow that.
アモルの目を通すと、世界ってあんなに綺麗なんだな。ええ。一度でいいから、アモルの目で世界を見てみたいよ。純粋で優しい。どんな思いで描いたのでしょうか。アキラ。本当に綺麗。私。私の願い。
Don't do it. It's a trap.
ちょっと出かけてくる。
Nope.
今帰ってきたのに。ごめん、大事な用があるの。大魔家家には先に行ってて。一緒に行かなくて大丈夫ですか？うん。では地図を。こちらを。用事って。ありがとう。本当に一人で平気なのか？心配してくれるの？当たり前だろ。じゃあ行くね。必ず追いつくから待ってて。アキラもアモルのことが好きなんですね。さっきのアキラ、まるで恋人を心配してるみたいですよ。
Really? What?
言ってたよ。
Really?
自分が俺の存在理由にならないかって。俺は夕暮れがいたか
You
ら
can be worried for a friend as well, you
今
know.
ここにいる。どっちつかずな答えは出せない。合流したらアモルと7年分話をしましょう。あ、アモルの7年分ちゃんと向き合おう。あれがオーウェル本部です。
Yeah, I feel like it's not gonna be that easy.
オーウェル直下の町を管理するための防壁です。ひょっとして大魔家って。ええ、検問を抜けなくてはいけません。これ身分証です。白母が偽造してくれました。
至れり尽くせり感謝。
どうしました？
なんで誰もいないんだ。
いえ、いますよ。
Yep. Yeah, of course.
かつて六賢人と呼ばれた人たちの古巣さ。
Six sages.
まずは準備だ。
Mm-hmm.
注射をしたことは
Oh, you're so done for.
知ってるかい。現在を生きる人間の体には特別な血が流れている。
Special blood.
特別な。パパとママの絵本の。
フェムトブラッドと呼ばれていたものだ。はい、おしまい。
もうアンドロイドになれたの？
まだだよ。君の意識
Femto
を
blood.
機械の体が必要だからね。
機械の？
例えば夕暮れくんの体とかね。君はなぜアンドロイドになりたいんだっけ。
二人と一緒にいたいから。同じ時間を生きて。
それだけ。本当にそれだけ。違うよね。君が二人に最も望むもの、本当の願いは。
本当の願い。私、アキラに、夕暮れに、好きになってほしい。
それは無理だよ。君が入り込む余地はない。
なんで私もずっとそばにいた。7年も。
Oh, I guess she.
あの時間は何だったの？こんなことなら、ずっとまでいてくれた方が、ずっと。
Damn.
いいね。二人がまた眠りにつけば、今度こそずっと一緒にいられる。彼女はきっとそれを阻止するだろうけど。ようやく素直になれたね。おぼろさん、なんでここに。ていうかその格好。こう見えて本業はオーエルの長官でね。長官？
部下たちのしつけがなっていないのでは？
面目次第もない。
What?
俺たちを監視してたのか。なんで長官自ら。見守っていただけさ。それが初代長官姫神明からの頼みなんだ。知り合いなのか。大先輩だよ。個人的にも少し親しいんだ。アキラくんが目覚めた時は自分に代わって見守ってほしいなどと言われては断れなかった。
Makes sense.
何があっても
That's why he was
話は
everywhere.
しないでほしいと彼は。
Makes sense. I mean, I thought that he was gonna be some kind of like important character in this.
ここまでたどり着いた君たちに敬意を表して彼のもとへ送らせてほしい。
Also, always find it such a weird notion whenever someone's like expecting someone to like them back because they did something for them, right? She took care of Akira and Yugure, and now she's saying, you know, why did I take care of them if they're not gonna love me back? And I know that she was like in rage when she was saying that, so I don't think she actually meant it. But you see that a lot, and it's like, what do you? Nobody's nobody's entitled. You're not entitled to someone's like affection just because you did something for them, right? It's something that you see a lot, and here with Amoru, it's just not gonna work, right? It's not gonna work. Like, I feel bad for her because I feel like this is gonna be her first heartbreak. So I think that's why she's so persistent and she doesn't understand that if someone doesn't like you back, hey, that's it. That's it. You can't really do much about that. You know, you gotta pack it up and move on. But yeah, it's not gonna work here.
よくらーたならいないよ。何者だ？覚えてない？貴様、夕暮れと共にいた。伝言を預かったの。これ、探してたんでしょ？チーズ。まさか、夕暮れの。その目、ハックされた。
Oh,
栄えてる。
oh, that's
世界
cool.
を牛耳るオーウェル本部のお膝元ですからね。
耳が痛い。終戦後、東京は独自の発展を遂げたんだ。かつて23区と呼ばれた中心地は今や海の藻くずだが、人間はしぶとい。 英知の結晶がいかに大掃除しようとも、そう簡単に滅ぼせやしないよ。
Is he transplanting her consciousness into Yoyami? Nice.
どうして君がここに？ヨイヤミ君の落とし物か。
Nice.
ヨイヤミのボディにアモルの意識を移行しようなんて何を考えているの？忌まわしきロストテクノロジーよ。今扱えるものは存在しないはず。とわさか、あるいはその開発者、六賢人の一人、イングマール博士を除いてね。記録ではあなたは100年前に亡くなった。
Oh shit. Oh.
一体何が狙い？
いや、願い。
That's cool.
僕は大マギとわさに会わなくてはいけないんだ。
とわさ。
大マギとわさをなぜオーウェルが探しているか、君たちは知っているかい？オーウェルの頭脳が彼女に会いたがっているからだよ。オーウェルの管理 AI だ。管理 AI？世界中の電子演算技術を禁止しておいて。君なら手放せる。
Administrative
あいつ
AI.
は君にも会いたがっていたよ。
Tagitsu.
昔なじみらしいね。
アキラのプライベート AI、タギツですよ。
本当にあいつもとわさに。大マギとわさは偉大すぎだ。誰もが未だに囚われ続けている。姿を変え、素性を隠したのも彼女に再会するためだ。叶うなら何だって利用する。僕はそのためだけに生きている。
二人もその願いとやらの犠牲ってわけ。気持ち悪い。
Ooh. Oh shit.
残念。もう手遅れだね。
夕暮れ、一人だけ愛されて。
なるほど。では、夕暮れくんのメモリを拝借しに行くとし。
聞かせ。
自己修復。そういえば君はそういう個体だったね。気持ち悪いのはどちらだい？それでも愛すよ。どんなに醜くても、君は僕とトワサの娘だからね。
独りよがりな愛は身を滅ぼすわよ。
愛とは利己的なものだよ。
妹たちに手出しはさせない。
She's evolving. Never mind.
おいで、白母。お仕置きの時間だ。
Ooh.
ありがとう。
Okay, she
僕ら
regened.
は歩いているよ。そうか。彼によろしく。伝えるよ。
Oh, it's the Akira resident or whatever residence. It's not the Akira one, but yeah.
知らない場所みたいだ。行こう。
I do wonder where they get all the electricity from. I wonder what kind of
ここは
power plants there are here.
シリーズの戦闘訓練所です。
Because the entire world right now here is basically working on electricity. Or a lot of the AIs and stuff.
姫神アキラが。
お待たせ。
Ooh, it's her voice as well. It's Amoru's voice.
まさかアモルなんで宵闇の姿に。
分かってくれるの？やっぱりアキラ。
Ooh, I like the layered voice.
私も機械の体を手に入れたんだ。アキラたちと一緒だよ。これで私のことを好きになってくれるよね。だからね、アキラ、夕暮れ、私とエルシーしよう。
I think this might be the thumbnail. Wait, this is the end of the episode. What the hell? Okay, wait, what? That's it. Okay, wait. Let me check before I actually go into my discussion here. Let me check. Is this gonna be a 12-episode show? Is the next one gonna be the last one? Let me check. I don't have it open right now, but I am working on it. Seasonal anime Tua no Yugure, 12 episodes. The next episode is gonna be the final one. Let me add episode 11. Okay, the next episode is gonna be the finale. So interesting stuff. Now, there's a sliver of me, a small sliver of me that does feel bad for Amoru, you know, because obviously she, ever since she was, I don't know how old she was supposed to be at the beginning when she met Akira and Yugure, but she kind of looked like and seemed like a kid as well. So she was kind of like a kid meeting them, and she instantly kind of had a crush on them, and then as time went on, that crush deepened into like actual affection that she felt towards them. And then they, even though Akira said no a few times, she kind of like, even with the society here, kept hope of, you know, someday else seeing them, because society here also is very much a polygamous society, right? So she kind of kept hope, and then they fell asleep, and then she took care of them, and she wanted them to wake up and then appreciate what she's done, which makes sense, and then kind of like be with her. And then they didn't, and she went and kind of like wanted to get even closer to them even in body, right? Because that's how they got close, in a way. At least that's how she sees it, right? I kind of feel bad for her, but on the other hand, like, our boy, I'm guessing even in this world, right? If someone says, no, I don't want to LC you, then that's still a rejection. You can't really force anyone to an LC, I'm guessing. And it's the same in like how Akira sees it, right? He said no multiple times to Amaru, right? He turned her down and was like, hey, I love only Tuasa, right? So, no. So he said it multiple times, and turned her down. So you know what? How many times do you have to say it until you're like, you know what? You know what? Maybe I don't feel bad for you anymore, because you just clearly cannot give up. But I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Amoru, but I guess we'll see what's gonna happen now that she's in Yoyami's body, right? I guess we'll see. But yeah, really cool stuff here. We woke up, we found out that Akira's still alive, the actual Akira. I don't know how the humans are like elongating their, like organic humans, how they're elongating their lifespan this much. Like, I'm guessing Tuosa's probably still alive as well somehow, even though that hasn't been confirmed yet. But yeah, I wonder how they're doing it. I'm guessing it's some kind of like bioengineering AI. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just spitting out buzzwords at this point. But yeah, I wonder how exactly that's happening. And apart from that, I just hope that, honestly, I just hope that Akira and Yugure at the end end up being together, end up being happy. Amoru finally manages to move on and goes to find someone else, hopefully. And I don't know what's gonna happen with Tuosa. She's probably a granny somewhere, so I guess we're gonna meet her in the next episode, the final episode of the series. Also, we found out that our boy, who I really liked and I forgot the name of here, is the bad guy, which doesn't surprise me. But I do kind of like him. He's kind of like a cool guy. He has a lot of personality, which I respect. So yeah, he's cool. But yeah, anyways, that's about... Also, Hakubo's the GOAT. Hakubo helped us out a lot. But anyways, I guess we'll see how the series is gonna end in the next one, right? So for now, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.